What up, everybody? This is your truly Rama screen, and I'm so stoked. I'm geeking out right now because I'm interviewing one of my favorite actresses, and now she's a director as well, Pollyanna McIntosh. How's it going?
Thank you. I'm really well, mate. How are you?
Not bad. Thank you so much, and congratulations on your feature directorial debut, right?
Thank you. Yeah, this is a film that I wrote and directed, and I play a role in it, but it's been great to do the storytelling from the top down.
Now, Darlin, if I'm not mistaken, is a spiritual sequel to the woman.
Yes, absolutely. And it's happening 8 years later in real time. But you don't have to have seen The Woman to appreciate Darlin. So I made it as a standalone film as well so that everyone can enjoy it.
So what made you want to revisit this character?
She's just so unique, you know, and getting under her skin again was so much fun, her filthy skin. She has got such strength and such ferocity, and I felt that she was a really strong representation of some of the themes I wanted to explore in the film, so worked well.
Was there a talk to have Lucky come back, or was it always from the beginning you wanted to direct this?
Well, it was Andrew Van Den Houten who produced The Woman and also produced Offspring and directed Offspring before The Woman, who came to me and said, we're ready to do the sequel, would you like to direct it? Which was obviously a huge honor to be asked. And then I said, well, who's going to write it? And he said, oh, we're looking at people. And I said, well, do you want to look at me? And he consulted with Lucky, and it was Lucky who said, yeah, let her write it. She really knows this story inside out and this character inside out, and he'd seen other stuff that I'd made. I made a 35-minute short called Perfect that he'd seen. So yeah, it happened like that.
Now, any trepidation, any reservation about, oh my God, this is such a big endeavor, directing for the first time, and how did you approach that as a first timer?
Well, it definitely had an awareness as a writer as well to be writing a sequel to something like The Woman, you know, that I admire so very much. And as a director in that sense too. But as a writer, I just really wanted to take up that challenge of trying to get back into this world that Ketchum originally created in his novels, of these, you know, this feral woman, this feral world he'd created, and try and make it as a standalone. And yeah, it's a big undertaking, but not one I could have turned down.
All right. Now, how would you describe The Woman? Because people generally would quickly glance at her and would judge her from the outside appearance, like, oh my God, she's repulsive or dirty. But how would you describe her, and what's humanity about her?
Well, she's an animal like the rest of us, but she's just a little more in touch with her animal side. And I think it's her wildness that's so appealing to people, because I think we all have that still inside of us, you know. It's about accessing it, and she gives this sort of freedom and right to be that true animal self, even if she's murderous with it. I think that we relate to her, certainly I feel the female sort of repression of anger part that we hold with us, you know, it comes out in her, and that's one of the things that she represents in the film, and always has, I believe. So I think she's oddly relatable, but yes, she is a wild and feral cannibal woman.
Now, I gotta ask you about Lauren, fantastic young actress.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
How would you direct her? Because basically she's taking on this dirt and mud that you did in the first movie.
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
She was so inquisitive as an actor, so curious about the research that I'd done to play that role, and so I gave her everything that I had. And but honestly, when she came to the audition, she had it already. I mean, she just brought such empathy for the character in the way that she plays her. Everyone talks about falling in love with her, and I couldn't agree more when they've watched it. And she's just an amazing talent. You know, I can't wait to see what else she does. She's phenomenal. It's so much fun to work with. So I'm very, very proud of her.
All right. As I'm winding down to my final questions, I gotta ask, what do you think the theme is for The Woman and this sequel, Darlin? What do you hope the audience will take away from it?
I hope that they'll see life through someone else's perspective for the hour and a half they're in the cinema, and I hope they come away feeling a little kinder.
Okay. Last question. Do you think the movie wants to convey something, commentary about religion?
Yes, I think so. I don't think it's damning of religion itself, but there is definitely condemnation of abuse of power within religious organizations, and specifically in this case, we're using a Catholic church as a backdrop, but it's not solely the Catholic Church that is having that problem.
Pollyanna, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. Cheers.